Jai Shri Prabhupada, Hare Krishna, Rama Prabhu ki Jai. Welcome all of you for the 69th session of Soulful Japa. So, right now, we have started the series of practice sessions where I have given 15 cue cards, and for Mala 1 and 2 it was called anchoring round. Each of these rounds have a name that I have given. The name itself indicates, or name itself triggers the essence of the feeling that the background mind has to be triggered from the subconscious mind into the background mind using these cue cards, and execute our japa in the foreground mind by concurrently chanting and hearing, supported, connected to the nama through the feeling that is there in the background mind. So 1 and 2 is Mala 1 and Mala 2 is the anchoring round. Now this anchoring round is so important that I have posted one more module on the same thing as today morning, just a few hours back. Module 60, part 2. Please understand the significance of this module, significance of the anchoring round. Anchoring round is nothing but how to bring chanting and hearing together on the same sound uninterruptedly, without break. That is the purpose of the anchoring round. Anchoring round is, if one does not take care of the anchoring round, in other words, if one does not do the anchoring round, it is possible that the whole Japa 16 rounds will be inattentive. Not because you are not trained, you have a trained mind slice for mindful Japa. However, in spite of having a trained mind slice, there are certain situational mind slices which are so powerful that will not allow you to load your trained mind slice, which will do this concurrent chanting, come hearing. It will not allow. You know, at different times, different mind slices, they dominate our consciousness. They dominate so much that even if you train that mod, that can be loaded. Practical examples, so many. Just said if you have an emergency, you cannot load that. Your mind will always think about that. Or if you are emotionally disturbed, then that particular mind slice will not go away from there. Not get into the chanting. Not get that. So you have in your stock, you have trained mind slice, which does concurrent chanting. Give you another very good example of how different days in the road, traffic will be different. Some day driving will be easy, some days driving will be difficult. Because of the road condition, because of the traffic. Similarly, according to guna, kala and karma, our consciousness is kicked up and down by various thinking, feelings and willings. And when we start our japa, our our mind will be, our soul will be stuck in that mind sledge. Now we have to release that mind, our soul, to the, soulful Japa mind sledge. So that is, therefore you see, now what is the anchoring round? Anchoring round is a round, irrespective of whatever your disturbances may be, whatever your mind states may be. We should learn this, whatever your mind states, maybe big emotional disturbance. But I am telling you, there is a way that within one round, you are on mindful japa. Unless something needs immediate action, house is on fire or this or that's a different matter. But mind, oh my mind cannot do, my mind has to deal with this. Today I cannot chant, today I nothing to do. My Nama Seva will go on. My service to the Lord is the most important. My service to the Lord is a solution to all problems. Nothing can wait. Everything else can wait. How foolish I am if I have to, because I have some problem to solve in my mind, I am not in a mood to chant. That shows lack of faith. If you have a problem everywhere, you should run to God. If you are happy, you should run to Krishna. If you are distressed, you should run to Krishna. If you have a big problem, run to Krishna. If you want to celebrate, you run to Krishna. You are in danger, run to Krishna. The devotee has nobody else other than Nama Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nama Prabhu is his wealth. But then how to handle the mind? This is what I am going to talk today. I am going to make you discover something very interesting, which will unleash a power in you, which you do not know, which you did not know till now. Now and then you may be applying it, but this is really very something which free will. So today I am going to speak about free will. Krishna speaks about, Satatam Kirtayanto Ma. Can you put those quotes? Satatam Kirtayanto Ma. You put in? Quote. Krishna says, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam. Satatam means always. Another place is Ananyas Chintayanto Mam. Ananyas Chintayanto Mam. See, one is Satatam, that is continuously. Kirtayanto Mam. Continuously you chant my glories. Satatam. Another Ananyas Chintayanto Mam. That means it's see, always chant my glories. Krishna stresses Satatam, meaning continuous devotion service in Bhagavad Gita. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dradhavrataha namaschantascha mam bhaktya nitya yukta upasate. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me. These great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. So now notice the word satatam, always. Now next verse. Again Krishna stresses uninterruptedness. What is this? Ananyas. That means those who worship me with exclusive devotion. Exclusive devotion means uninterrupted. To them I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. So uninterrupted. So anchoring round, the goal of anchoring round is what? Continuous and uninterrupted chanting come hearing. Now you may wonder what is this continuous and uninterrupted. If it is continuous, it will be uninterrupted only. If it is uninterrupted, it will be continuous only. Why these two words are used? Continuous and uninterrupted. Why? There is a meaning in it. This is where continuous means it's a positive free will to go on chanting, come hearing, chanting, come hearing, chanting, come hearing. Uninterrupted is talking about some interrupters coming in. You understand? The negative energy is the interrupter. The positive energy is satatam. Positive energy is continuously chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now there is an interruption, something else is coming. Our free will has got two components, which I have already given you a hint, but I am going to elaborate today. Our free will, just like as two sides of a coin. Two sides are there to the free will. One is the positive free will, the other is a negative free will. Oh, what is this? Yeah, even I didn't discover till I tried to analyze why two words are there in Sanskrit, sankalpa and vikalpa. So I started analyzing. Then I said, really, it's very interesting. There could have been only one word, sankalpa. This is sankalpa and vikalpa. That means mind has got two faculties. To do, free will to do and free will not to do. The big discovery it was. It has a great application in Japa. It has a great application in entire spiritual life. Because normally we think of free will means to do. Or sometimes free will also means, oh, don't do. Control your senses. Don't go after the sense objects. Don't do. So either we focus on do or don't do. But actually free will is a combination of to do free will and do not do free will. Not to do free will and to do free will. There are two parts of our free will. So, I'll give you example. You need not get confused. I'll give you example. Suppose I tell you, take our Japa only example. You have to, without continuously, you have to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And when you are doing that, what is the threat? The threat to that continuous thing? It is the interrupters, thinking. The thinking comes and disturbs. So you need to stop thinking also. That means you have to not to think, and to do free will is for chanting and hearing, and not to do free will is for not to do something. What? Not to do thinking. Is it clear? Now this is handled by the background feeling. It is a combination of feeling. When you want to do something, there's a desire and determination to do something, and there is a counter desire and determination not to do certain things. When they combine together, they're very powerful. Free will is very powerful. Just like, let us say, one bad habit is there and you don't want to do it. When you don't want to do it, you say, I don't want to do it. You will not succeed. You have to replace with what you want to do. That means as you exercise your self-control not to do it, you have to feed with something positive, higher taste to do. So when to do and not to do are acting together, you will be successful in self-control. That means sankalpa and vikalpa. Vikalpa is about a complementary desire. That means if I want continuous chanting, then I should not engage in thinking. Not engaging in thinking is a feeling. It's a vikalpa. It's a vikalpa. I will not think. I will not think. That you are not no, your foreground mind is not doing all these things. Sankalpa and vikalpa are both feelings. Both are coming from the background mind. Please understand, nothing to do with the foreground mind. This is to help the foreground mind to stay on chanting and hearing, chanting and hearing, chanting and hearing. And the vikalpa will be like a security guard. He will not allow your mind to go out. Sankalpa will be the doer. See, one feeling drives the doing, and the negative feeling, it keeps away disturbances. Somebody who's got both these only are successful. Take a sportsman, a good sportsman. I mean, he is running next for the 100 meters race. In his mind, free will is acting not only to run, but very important, he is also guarding himself against what all he should not do, because he got trained. There's a trained mind slice which tells what you should not do. That is also in the background. Consciously he is after the positive, running. But in the background there is another mind slice which prevents him from the wrong things that he can do in running the race. This is the meaning of training. So in a training, for instance, our trained mind slice for mindful japa, it has got both positive sankalpa and vikalpa. Every time our mind goes away, when we am using the diamond coat and bringing back, I am training my mind slice, vikalpa mind slice to detect and bring it. And finally, what is the goal of the vikalpa? Don't allow the mind to go at all. Security guard. And the positive sankalpa is concurrent chanting, come hearing, concurrent chanting, in a linked manner. Chanting, come hearing, in a linked manner. The positive action. The Prabhu, it's all you told, it's all japa is very easy, very smooth and soulful and it will be blissful and all that. Now you are telling sankalpa, vikalpa, all those things. Please don't get confused. I am only saying sankalpa, vikalpa for 10 beads or 50 beads or 1 mala at the maximum. To be safe, I have given 2 malas of anchoring round. You are already trained. It requires just pushing that old some mind's life currently which is there. For that you need battery power. Sankalpa, vikalpa is battery power. I have explained to you self-starter of an automobile, and afterwards it fires and it goes on. In the same way, this is a self-starter. Self-starter means that anchoring tapasya. That's why I called it little tapasya is your anchoring. Little tapasya. And if you are very If you have very strong determination, 5 beats is enough, 10 beats is enough, already locked up. Trained mind slice is come inside, is loaded. There's no anchoring, anchoring round. Though I have given 2 rounds, in quarter round you will finish. Then what will you do afterwards? It doesn't matter. Anchoring round, now the self engine has fired. Now run, no. Do mindful japa. For next 2 rounds, do mindful japa. The goal of anchoring tapasya is to take off into mindful japa. The goal of anchoring is to, just like if you're staying in a station, railway station is going, you want to get into that mindful japa express, right? And you stand in the station, express is going, you're not getting into this train. This is what, when we don't have anchoring rounds, if we don't do anchoring rounds, you will not get into even mindful japa. Continuously, you'll be distracted japa. That means you have not got into the mindful japa express. All this I am telling for you to jump into the mindful express, mindful japa express. Then from there it will go to spirit. You change over your train to spiritful japa. Then from there you go to soulful japa. And soulful japa train will take you to Krishna. So you have to understand, everyday japa requires anchoring rounds. Anchoring rounds means the concurrent chanting come hearing is run by my battery power. My battery power is equal to sankalpa and vikalpa. Sankalpa to chant and hear in a linked manner. Vikalpa not to allow anything else to come into my any other doing, any other knowing. My kriya chesta, jnana chesta will not go anywhere. It will remain here only on the nama. For that, my vikalpa, mind slice. So, everyday is chanting. Not only everyday is chanting. Suppose in one session, you are sitting half an hour, you want to finish 4 rounds. You have decided, that I already told you, for the sake of tasking. Always in a japa session, when you start, you should know, in this sitting I am going to do 4 rounds. Then immediately there is a target. The target helps for uninterrupted japa. It helps. So first you make your target. Now, let's say 4 times you are doing 4 rounds. Each time, please understand, when you start your japa, you have to anchoring round. Because something you are doing till now, no. All those mind slices are in your mind, no. They are all loaded in your conscious mind. You should push them out and the new thing should come, no. Is it not? Suppose you are doing cooking. And then, next you want to come and read something. Your mind slice for cooking is still active, no? Something in all those things, it has to go away. You want to read, then while reading, that mind slice will come and disturb. Your reading mind slice will not get loaded fully. Same thing. You've gone, you've done 4 rounds, you go, you cook, you come back, start again anchoring round. It may take only half a mala. Always safe. And you will enjoy. An anchoring round, one may say, why, that is the case, I will do all 16 anchoring round. No, anchoring round, all 16 you cannot do. Your mind will get tired. You just cannot do. That's why this training we are doing. In training also you saw how difficult it is. It took 30 days it took.
So be relieved that the anchoring rounds or my battery power is required only for starting the engine. Self-starter. 70 seconds required to hold 70 seconds. Engine is fired. Divya, Cheshta, Shakti and Ruchi flows into the heart moment for few beats, concurrently chanting and hearing, chanting and hearing, chanting and hearing, either through mind slice, trained mind slice, or through your sankalpa and vikalpa, whichever way it may be. As long as you give your heart chanting come hearing for X number of beats, it will take off. Cheshta Ruchi will take off. So this is a trick. By giving sankalpa, and I am not saying that all your 16 rounds you should give sankalpa and vikalpa. It is not possible. Then you cannot give any other feelings for that. So many other feelings we have to relate with the holy name. So you already trained yourself in mindful japa. You only have to trigger yourself. Those who are not trained, yes. Yeah, keep mind going here and there, 5th round, 6th round, 7th round, everywhere it will be roaming. Because you don't have a trained mind slice to go and, do the job of linking, chanting and hearing. Each time you have to give conscious, deliberate effort and intention. So what does now, let us say, what is this sankalpa? Sankalpa, let us say, in the anchoring now, what is this sankalpa? Sankalpa means deliberate effort. Please remember all these things. Deliberate chesta with intention to link. Deliberate chesta with intention to link. That is why it is little stressful. You have to give that. Similarly, deliberate negative effort to keep away any other things. Have you got the feel of this power of the free will? When you say, I will not do something, it's very powerful. Not only I will do something, I will do. That alone is not powerful. I will do, I will not do. When you say that, that is vikalpa power. The Goswamis say that if there is one sentence, please, in one statement, you please tell what is Krishna consciousness. Many people also ask, please, in one sentence, you please tell what is Krishna consciousness. And our Goswamis have made that statement. What is that? Always remember Krishna and never forget him. Again confusion. If I am always forgetting, then why the instruction for never forget him? If I always remember, then I won't forget at all, no? Or if I don't forget, at least give one instruction, don't forget Krishna. Then remember, I'll remember him, no? No, this itself shows that constitutional, our free will has got positive free will and a negative free will. That's why I said, when you leave this session today, you will feel yourself a very powerful person. You have discovered one of the power of your free will. Just like people in karmis, when they want to achieve something, they have got both positive free will and negative free will. Simply positive free will, somebody will come and distract you. Okay. Then you say, this man has no determination at all. How easily I dissuaded him. Positive free will, yes, I will serve Krishna only. Negative free will, I will not serve Maya. And Krishna is very happy when you say, I won't serve Maya. Not that only when you say, I will serve you. Let's say you had a servant, very loyal servant. He is doing nice service, he is loyal. At the same time, say some small opportunity is there where for him to be disloyal. Somebody is distracting him and he lets you down. So loyalty is not complete. Loyalty is complete when he stands by you and does not let you down. There's a positive free will and a negative free will. Positive free will to serve Krishna, and negative free will not to serve Maya is the offering that we have to give to Krishna. Do you know that the biggest thing that you can give to Krishna is your free will? Whole Krishna consciousness is about free will. Whole Krishna consciousness. Whole Maya existence is about free will. Free will of the Jiva. Such is the power of the free will. You have created your own destiny. We have created our own destiny. Where we are today is caused by our own past actions. Same thing in bhakti. It's not that somebody arbitrarily, Krishna gives mercy to somebody, doesn't give mercy to somebody. No. When you say it is costless means it is not commensurate with the effort that you put. That's what it means, costless. But God helps those who help themselves. You have to offer sankalpa and vikalpa. Nama Prabhu will be very pleased. Nama Prabhu now will be very pleased with the practice itself, where you have prepared the mind slice of sankalpa and vikalpa. Sankalpa to chant, come here, vikalpa, not to bring anything else inside. Not to allow Kriya Chesta, Jnana Chesta to go out. So this idea of free will is very important. Positive free will and negative free will. It gives us spiritual power, gives us spiritual strength. If you do not know your power, you will be going on only, struggling. Oh, I had to do continuously chanting. I had to do attentively. Something else also is there. It becomes easy. Even training becomes easy. Just like we told earlier, only hearing, only chanting if you do, it becomes difficult. Similarly, during training, again, please don't get scared. Your Sankalpa Vikalpa training is over. Now Sankalpa Vikalpa is only for anchoring rounds. You should know that place very clearly, because chanting is performed very joyfully. Don't need Sankalpa Vikalpa. That is required to come out of Maya. Push out all old mind slice. So this also, and also you see, Krishna himself says, Satatam Kirtiyanto Mam, Ananyas Chintayanto Mam. Then also Krishna says Krishna speaks about this in so many places. Krishna speaks. That will be very inspiring for us to know that Krishna is wanting exclusive attention. Krishna is wanting exclusive Yes. There is another place Prabhupada is saying, Bhavantam evanu charan nirantaraha. Nirantara means without any interval. Without any interval. In the material world, after working for some time, we want an interval for rest. But if you are engaged in spiritual activities, you won't like to be rested. You want to continue always, work. Just see. That is a lecture Prabhupada gave in London. And then in the Bhagavad Gita 1833, another beautiful word is there. Krishna uses Yogena Avyabhacharinya. Yoga, practice without a break. These are all things Krishna is saying. Connect without a break. Yoga means connection, attention connection. For attention connection is a yoga for us. Okay, with the Nama Japa, the attention connection is a yoga, is a connection. So, yoga practice without break. Srila Prabhupada explains in the purport the word avyabhicharinya is significant, for it refers to persons who are engaged in Krishna consciousness and are never deviated by any other activity. Just see, engaged in Krishna consciousness, never deviated by any other activity. That credit also you get. That credit you get, because that gives you strength. It doubles your sankalpa shakti. When you have vikalpa, let's say you learn, I want to practice, I want to learn music. The positive desire and determination. I am determined to learn music in a year. I am determined. If you don't have a vikalpa, mostly you will fail. Vikalpa should be that I will make sure that nothing distracts me from my determination to learn music. Those who have that determination will succeed. In life, you can see anybody, they have a positive desire and a complementary negative desire. Dislike against all those things that Ichcha and Dvesha. Ichcha for Krishna, Dvesha for Maya. In the material world, we have got this duality, Ichcha, Dvesha. Krishna says, go beyond this Ichcha and Dvesha. That is the instruction for ordinary people. For one who is, when that is applied towards Krishna consciousness, it means Ichcha for Krishna and Dvesha for Maya. Dvesha for illusion. Ichcha for soul pleasure and Dvesha for Maya pleasures. So similarly, we should have Ichcha, strong Ichcha, Sankalpa. Sankalpa is connected to Ichcha. And Dvesha is connected to Vikalpa. Situation, depends on the situation. So Nirantara Japa is very, very important. Nirantara Japa. Ananyaschintayantam mam satatam. Another place, Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, 12th chapter, he says, Ananyeneva. That also means giving up all other activities. Giving up all activities under me without being devoted to me, without deviation. Just see, without deviation. So Krishna is also telling, please, you want to come to me, you exercise your positive free will and negative free will. I have given you both. Not only one, both you use. Then you are coming like a real soul force comes out when there is a sankalpa and vikalpa. So for your anchoring rounds, you need sankalpa and vikalpa. Already you have practiced. You will just triggering that thing. So, okay, so we'll stop at that discussion today, because a new concept I have introduced. It is going to be very, very helpful, not only in japa, helpful in following the 4 regulative principles, everywhere. Also, you will start feeling a sense of spiritual power. See, when we get defeated many times, we feel we are powerless. We lose confidence. Why you lost? Because so many interruptions came, distracted you, and you get anything that I determine, I am unable to do. I am unable to do. Anything I determine, I fail. And you become very disempowered. But if you apply sankalpa and vikalpa, both feelings should come. Not only, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to stop all other obstructions that is going to stop me from doing this. That is vikalpa. It's a complementary, you need to have complementary desires. This is the main desire, you need to have complementary desires. All that are favorable for this and all unfavorable things. Combined together, we'll be able to achieve our goals. Let's do our japa and then afterwards I'll take questions. Please read module 60 part 2 I have posted. I have explained this. Read this nicely. It is going to help you in the rest of your life also. Everywhere it's going to help you. You will become a more complete individual. And you will be able to diagnose so many places where you have failed is because you did not exercise both sides of the coin of free will. Easily somebody distracted you. Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi.
The process is that you chant Hare Krishna and exactly the same sound you hear. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. You simply hear when you say Hare Krishna, you try to hear the very sound. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Simply chant Hare Krishna and try to hear the sound. That's all. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. When you chant, you must hear also. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare.
While chanting, you must hear. Hare Krishna, you must give attention to hear.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare.
As soon as you chant Hare Krishna, you hear it, then your mind becomes locked up.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare.
Post the questions on the screen. Is using stopwatch for japa a good practice? We use it to see how much time we are taking to finish the round and compare it with previous round. It's a good practice for some time if it helps you to anchor the your attention. It does help. It does help. You got that lap. Even I have used that and I have tried that. It helps you to figure out whether you have gone into some thinking. So you can use it, no problem. But in between, you don't distract yourself. In between, you should not see into this stopwatch. Beginning, yes, tick, ho gaya. Then 108 beats are over. Then again you have to press, do the lapping, I think. That's what you're talking, finishing the round. That's good. You can try that. Today we arrange the cue cards as per the tabular format. We found the feeling going logically. Yes, it progresses very logically. That is why after initially I shifted few of those feelings. I reordered them. We found the feeling going logically. Also on the cue card, starting with Nama Prabhu like mercy, protection, maintainer, surrender. The feeling I had was like I was having a conversation with Nama Prabhu and offering him pleasure. Yes, these are all progressive feelings. That is why I told you are yet to feel that compounded feelings. They automatically simply follow whatever the sequence that I have given. Those feelings merge into each other and build up into each other. Build up into one feeling, builds upon another feeling. And then next feeling builds upon another feeling. Finally, surrender, you feel all these things. Okay. So it's a good experience. It's Nama Prabhu's mercy. Yes. I'm happy to hear that you are relishing the soulful japa. Now itself you are feeling like that. After that, after you understand, after you write all the modules corresponding to each of those feelings, then your quality of your feeling will deepen and it will be completely, you will be in ecstasy. Is his understanding correct? Atma Chesta endeavor consists of Asha, Atma Chitta, attention, Icha, free will. What is the role of Icha? Concept seems a little confusing. Looks like you are expert in confusing yourself. I have never said all these things. When I have not said all these things, why you are including all these things? Why you said Atma Chesta includes hope? Where have I said? Attention, where have I said? Atma Chesta means Kriya Chesta and Jnana Chesta. Please understand. Chesta means doing and knowing. Hope is another kind of a energy of the Atma. It is not Atma Chesta. Icha is another, free will is another quality, another offering of the soul. So Atma Chesta does not mean all the offering of the soul. Atma Chesta means Chesta is two kinds, Atma Chesta. Jnana Chesta and Kriya Chesta. So soul not only gives Chesta, soul also gives Icha, soul also gives hope, soul also gives out attention. Understand? Now it should not be confusing. You please don't read between the lines. What I have written itself, that only you did. You try to understand. Okay. How our offering of humility is Sat Chit Rasa for him. And offering of gratitude is Ananda Rasa. Humility means understanding one's absolute position, who he is, what he is, how small he is, how tiny he is, how meek and humble he is, how weak he is. That is, and how everybody else is also part of God. So these are all Sat realization, Sat Chit realization. Unless that flows into you, Sat Chit, that means true knowledge about Sat means truth. Chit means knowledge. So unless true knowledge about myself comes, I cannot be humble. Otherwise, I am thinking, I am great, I am rich, I am powerful, I am this, I am that, I am that, like Hiranyakashipu. When you realize who you are, and when you realize everybody else what they are, and when you realize the greatness of Krishna, that Krishna is the only Supreme Lord, Nityo Nityanam, Chetanas Chetananam, one Supreme and all unlimited small eternals, that is Sat Chit Rasa. To know that is a rasa. That knowledge is a rasa. Absolute knowledge is a rasa. So therefore, it is a result of humility is also Sat Chit Rasa. Offering gratitude is Ananda Rasa. Gratitude. That means you have received something. It's a loving thing, no? When you offer gratitude to something, is it not love? Is it not Ananda? Ananda means exchanging feelings, no? You received something, and in reciprocation to that, you are feeling so much gratitude. It's an exchange of feelings of love, gratitude. So therefore, it is Ananda Rasa. Could you tell difference between serving desire and serving spirit? Serving desire means intention, desire, purpose. Intention is to link, desire is to please each nama, and purpose is to associate and receive the kripa of the Lord. This is desire. Though I have used the word desire, desire means intention hyphen desire hyphen purpose. So japa has a intention, desire, purpose. Intention is action intention. When you do the japa, the action intention is what? To link. Or what is the intention? Linking. What is the result of linking? Attention connection. So attention connection is the intention. After you get connected, attention connection, next to your desire is what? To please each nama. By continuing to offer your attention, chesta, everything, to please each nama. That's the desire. And what the desire? To please each nama, and you know that nama is being pleased, and you take pleasure in that success of being pleasing the Lord. That when it comes to desire, I will speak about it. When it comes to preeti, I will speak about it. That preeti is the most exciting, most ecstatic feeling. Most ecstatic and most realistic also. Because God is before us. And serving spirit. Serving spirit is what? Spirit is, kushi se karo. We say, tell no, so karta hai, kushi se karo. Somebody is coming and half-minded is serving some food for you. Hey, dil se karo. You tell no. That means you don't have any spirit of serving. So in the same way, the spirit consists of delight in hearing, akhlada in associating, delight in doing, akhlada in Krishtam in doing, ahlada in hearing the name, associating with the name, and tasking delight in building up your eternal credit, building up the number of pleasure givings. So that is a spirit. Okay. The spirit with which you chant, the spirit which you hear, and the spirit with which you task. This is called japa spirit. Serving spirit. The intention with which you chant, the desire with which you chant come here. And the purpose in your mind of associating with the Lord to receive His mercy, to save yourself, to complete your Satchidananda experience. That purpose is to associate the ocean of Satchidananda. These are all the purpose. Purpose is pervading, nothing to do with particular chanting, particular hearing, no. Intention is connected to chanting come hearing. Desire is connected to pleasing by chanting come hearing. But purpose is pervading all of them. Very purpose of japa is to fall into the ocean of Satchidananda, my consciousness, my chitta. I read module 27 to 30 yesterday, and today chanting was great, wonderful. If you read these, then you will find that the corresponding feelings, you read it the previous day, corresponding feelings are enhanced, and it becomes a wonderful experience. Like that, many times you do, then you don't need to read. You know exactly what is tasking feeling, you know. Some very strong negative energy, disrespecting Lord or his energies come. How to handle it? And do we get negative effects on our consciousness because of negative thoughts or energies? This is my big problem. I love Krishna, but I get disconnected because of guilt of negative thoughts. First of all, you see, now I will give you the answer to this. You don't have to worry about anything. This is very natural. When we chant Hare Krishna nicely, when we are getting the mercy of Krishna, as you say you love Krishna, when you get the mercy of Krishna, our chitta is not us. Chitta is a covering on the soul. Covering on the soul has so many negative thoughts and energies. And they are all in the subconscious. That's why I am not aware right now. But when I chant Hare Krishna, just like there is a pond, and I stir the whole floor of the pond, lot of mud, everything comes up, and you will see it is all, the clear water has become cloudy. So in the same way, initial few days, these crazy thoughts that are coming, they are all on the way out. So why are you worried? Now, if you are thinking that, no, they are mine, I feel guilty. No, they are all your past. Okay, now you do. Why do you embracing them again? Thank you, Krishna, for the negative thought. You tell, let it go. Go. They are not mine. So be happy that the Lord is clearing your heart. This is called Cheto Darpanamarjanam. It's a very good symptom. The disease is going. Before it goes, it will pass through. I'll give you another example. You are sitting in the veranda of your house. Your house, all the rooms are full of ghosts. A ghostbuster goes inside. You are engaged in. Ghostbuster goes inside. There is only one door. You are sitting in the veranda. They all pass by in front of you. Then you are saying, I am feeling very bad. They are all coming from inside me. Hare, from inside you, and they are going out. Why don't you remember that? But if you think, oh, these are all my thoughts, how bad. Moment you feel guilty, no? What are you doing? Mr. Ghost, don't go. Come. Hide here. Again put him back in the house through back door. Don't identify with this negative thought. They are not you now. You are now devotee. You love Krishna. You want them out. Ignore them. Somebody else is doing the job. Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Nama Prabhu, the Shakti Aveshanama is pushing them out. Feel happy about it. And how long it will push? Very soon the house will be empty of all. Fully ghost busted. Okay. No more haunted house. Your chitta will not be any more haunted. That is the power of the holy name. Cheto Darpana Marjana. So what is happening to you is a very positive sign. Okay. Right. Next. But positive sign provided you don't feel guilty and think that, see, I am having negative thoughts towards Krishna. No, they are your old negative thoughts. It's not your negative thoughts. Yes, once upon a time in previous life, somewhere you must have had such things. That is Maya's influence. Now that is going away, no? Cleaning, no. Don't associate with it. Provided you don't associate with, you disassociate. As it goes, as negative thoughts come, oh, these are all not me. Thank you, Krishna. Thank you, Krishna. If you think it is you, you will feel guilty. Oh, how I can feel negative like this to Krishna? How I can feel disrespectful? You go on chanting and hearing, chanting and hearing. Don't think of all those things. Chanting and hearing, chanting and hearing. Go on giving the chesta non-stop. Let the unlimited ghost keep going out. There will be heavy traffic in the beginning. Afterwards, it will be cool, no traffic. Feeling which you have provided for each mala and cue card are the additional feelings apart from tasking impulse in the background. Is the understanding correct? No, tasking impulse itself is one of the feelings. I think it is coming the fourth or fifth feelings. First is anchoring round. Second is Shraddha, which brings you the presence of the Lord. Okay. Next is forgiveness, or second is forgiveness. Forgiving the Nama for any offenses of neglect. Okay. Then starts spirit, delightful, feeling of delightful hearing, delightful doing, chanting. Then there is joyful hearing. Then there is tasking delight. So systematically you do it. And once tasking delight is there, you go further. Any of these feelings, later feelings also, if it is there in the beginning, you don't bother about it, good only, no? Suppose right from first round itself you feel tasking delight. Let it be there, no? When it comes to tasking delight, you reinforce more. That's all, let it be there. Along with other delights. So, understand correctly, all this systematically I have given one by one. That also, as somebody mentioned, it is very logical. First you feel good about doing chanting, then you feel good about hearing, then you feel good about tasking. It's all about rasa, feel good about tasking, like that. Then you feel good about mercy, then you feel good about preeti, like that. Also, one more point. For example, when I am chanting 9th mala, I get all the integrated feelings of the previous mala. Is this approach proper, or I need to focus only on current mala feelings? No problem. Feeling, don't try to control. You just allow, let it integrate itself one into the other also. No problem. Okay. But if you are missing out something, some particular feeling you are not familiar, then you please stress on that. Just like somebody asked yesterday a question, humility is not coming. Yes, you stress on that. Read more about it and stress on that. So that is important also. So don't miss out any of the feelings I have given. These are all primary feelings. I told you it's like A, B, C, D of English. Thanks for giving the technique of using cue cards. Do we use them repeatedly for extra rounds during the day? You can do if you are sitting in one place. Otherwise, if you're walking and chanting all those things, then you have got now vocabulary of 15 feelings. 15 cue cards, 15 feelings. Any one of them you take and you remember and see that always chanting is done with the feeling. Background mind is always involved. Okay. Foreground mind, no change. Chanting, come hearing, chanting, come hearing, chanting. Sometimes after good anchoring rounds, attention goes away after few rounds. Very good question. Then I will find difficult to keep the current cue card emotion in the background and currently chant and hear. Why? Because mindful japa is gone. If mindful japa is gone, then these feelings cannot come. It will further, you get conscious. So, I should have covered this point also. Very good point. Anchoring rounds have got another use also. In between, due to some heavy disturbances in the mind, you have a break in mindful japa, get back into the anchoring round. 10 beats, 20 beats, 30 beats. So anchoring round is very useful. जैसे गाड़ी चल रहा था, suddenly it went off. What do you do again? Turn the self starter again. Okay. For some reason the engine is off. Let's say you are learning how to drive and then you do not know how to change gears. Suddenly the vehicle, you without clutch or something you do wrong, it stops. Engine also off. What will you do next? You have to put in neutral, again you start. Then again start off. So this is another use of anchoring round. They're all very good techniques and skills which I am explaining to you. Still I am able to chant 30-40% mindful japa from last 50 days. Not able to link. How can I move on to spiritful and soulful japa? Please write to me in Telegram exactly what is happening. I will analyze for you and I will help you. Somewhere you are doing something wrong. You are not understood. See, if one thing, if you are not understood the two roles, background mind and foreground mind, then all this training will go for a 6. So therefore it is okay. So you please write to me in Telegram in detail. Okay, quickly. During japa training, how we apply Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instruction of being more tolerant than a tree. Also, please explain what does being more tolerant than a tree mean for a sadhaka. Being more tolerant than a tree means, like a tree, you have to tolerate without protest. So many people, they harm the tree, you don't see tree protesting at all. Similarly, you protest, oh, something unfair happened to me, I'll fight for it. This is intolerance. Leave it, no, Krishna's mercy, you do your duty, something unfair happened to you. Sometimes people are so agitated, next day they can't even chant that something unfair they did to me. Or it may be somebody equal to you or subordinate or your authority, something unfair. You cannot stand it unfair. Because justice I want. Vaishnavas and all, not for all this justice. They want justice for Prabhupada, they want justice for Krishna. They don't want justice for themselves. They know that the Lord is in control of everything. I may not know a reason today why I am getting insulted by this person. But there must be a reason. I must have insulted in my previous life. So many things. So being tolerant than a tree that is what is being tolerant than a tree. Now in our japas cue cards, where I have included it, it's part of humility. I have included it in the humility. Actually, it should be a separate thing, humbler than a blade of grass and more tolerant than a tree. Okay. Or probably we'll include it. It's a feeling of that tolerance. You can include it also. That's not there exactly in those terms. If it is, it can be in the humility feeling. You can add to it. Otherwise, let's do one thing. You add 17th round tolerance. I'll write that also. Okay. What do you mean by mind slice? I will explain tomorrow. Time is up. Please read properly what is mind slice. You do one thing. Do a search mind slice in the Telegram. And you read everything about mind slice. If you ask this question again tomorrow, I will explain. Okay. Okay. Right. One more question is there. Tomorrow. Okay, last question. During Arati Kirtan, when we sing Hare Krishna mantra, what is the ideal to meditate? Meditate on the Nama Avatara, meditate on the Archa Avatara. Wonderful. No meditation. It's all, Lord is, before you in His Rupa and in His Shabda. So, both, you connect both, no? This is the name of the Rupa there. That Rupa. Name of that Rupa I am singing. And the form of this Nama I am seeing. Okay. They're connected. Okay. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Hare Krishna Nama Prabhu ki Jai. Next session is on Tuesday, 11 o'clock.